More than half of the nation is not pleased with President Trump's job performance so far. People who voted against the president say they are, in many instances, fearful of losing the country. With the Democratic Party, however, having no control over the White House or the House or the Senate, fierce opposition and activism are brewing in traditionally Democratic states. As part of our special week-long series, Red, Purple, Blue, and the First 100 Days, CNN is talking to voters across the country. Today, our own Kyung La is in deep blue states, ready to battle with the president.
Across California's fields,
I'm nervous.
And its cities,
100 days of, I can't believe this is happening.
To the East Coast states of Maryland and Massachusetts.
At this point, us staying out of World War III seems to be the #1 priority.
The blue states, where Donald Trump overwhelmingly lost. 100 days into his presidency, fear that they're losing their country, but promising a fight. The state of California, the largest, bluest state in the union, leading the fiercest opposition.
I don't think he can be impeached soon enough.
At Millie's coffee shop in the heart of liberal LA, I meet Alex Martini.
He frightens me. Trump frightens me.
For the first time in this millennial's life, she's afraid the president will hurt her. She is on Obamacare.
With type 1 diabetes specifically, I cannot physically survive without insulin. And without health insurance, this device is almost $4,000. It's almost embarrassing to be an American.
I head 400 miles north to California's Central Valley. Trump's immigration policies sowing fear in the fields that feed America.
How many people have their papers?
Nobody. Maybe just me. They're scared to go out, scared to go to the store because they think immigration's rolling around.
Farmer Joe Del Bosque, the son of Mexican migrants, couldn't get enough workers this year. Problems that escalated after the election.
When he talks about mass deportations, that makes me nervous. Putting a wall up on the border, that makes me nervous.
And that affects your bottom line.
It does, because we can grow the crops, but then we can't pick them.
3,000 miles away lies Baltimore, Maryland, a majority black city where only 12% voted for Trump. On a stormy morning, I meet Melissa Bagley, Baltimore born and raised.
Have a good day.
Do you think the president has any insight into your life?
Absolutely not. And I don't think that he cares to.
Baltimore's challenges, unemployment, crime, and budget shortfalls. Bagley has lived through all of them.
The fact that young black boys are falling like flies, and I've given birth to 5 of them. My city is screaming out for help. He spoke about being a president for all. I said, wow, but he's failed. He's failed according to what he promised. He has failed at this point.
On the other side of Baltimore works Dr. Crystal Watkins Johansson, neuropsychiatrist at Johns Hopkins University. An economic world away, but she too feels shut out.
From what I hear and what I see, I don't think that I'm represented at the table.
You don't see yourself at the table? What happens to you in 4 years?
I think that's where the anxiety comes from, is because we don't know.
Anxiety felt from urban Baltimore to idyllic Massachusetts. Every single congressional district in this state voted for Hillary Clinton, a liberal unity, awakening activism. Greenfield. It's Sunday, and Reverend Corey Sanderson is calling on his progressive Christians to be the country's conscience.
The truth is out there.
Do you see the church as a force of resistance?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. He may be underestimating the power in the people and in the sense of resistance against what he's been doing.
After the service, as church members share pastries and coffee, I meet Kendra Davis, age 21, a music student whose personal crisis collided with Trump's election.
I actually had an abortion in January this year. I don't want that to be taken away from other women in the future throughout his presidency.
Just days after her abortion, she joined the Women's March in her town square to defend choice.
He